Imagine. Imagine that blanket that your grandma gave you so many years ago, that blanket that you held so tightly at night, that blanket that has comforted you as a child as you've gone to sleep. Imagine that you had to leave that blanket behind and it was swept away by the storm surge in Hurricane Michael. Imagine. Imagine that marriage certificate, that document that you've treasured, you and your spouse. You've kept it safe in a box, somewhere up on a shelf. That marriage certificate that you've long held on to is now rotten, molded from the storm waters that rose in your house. Imagine that those pictures of your great-great-grandmother, the only photos you have left of your family heritage from generations back. Imagine that those photos are scattered somewhere across the county, you don't know where, but that the microburst, the tornado that spawned from Hurricane Michael, drove those photos high into the sky, and they're forever lost. Imagine your life entirely changed in a moment, in a few hours, in a heartbeat, in the blink of an eye. Imagine what it was like to be in Hurricane Michael.
In November 2018, the WCHS baseball team had the opportunity to travel to Florida and help with relief from Hurricane Michael. The team completed jobs like cleaning up debris, cutting trees down, and tarping houses. This experience grew the team closer, but they also made an impact on the people of Florida. Ms. Lee Darnell explains the devastation Hurricane Michael and the difference the baseball team made while they were there.
We tried to come over and see what shape this house was in where we lived, our home, and I couldn't get to it. The water was already up chest high and I was unable to walk to it. My husband struggled onto it and I waited for him, and then he came back and said, you don't want to go, there's nothing there. And he said, let's just go back. When the waters recede, we'll drive by and let you see it, which we did. And when I left here, I honestly thought I would just be back here mopping up water and cleaning up where the water rose. I had no idea that the wind could actually pick up and float things blocks and blocks away. We ended up with people's belongings that I've never seen before all through the house. Both bedrooms that we had, 2 of our bedrooms had absolutely nothing left in them. The whole walls were gone. We had piles and piles of blocks and cinders, and it was just amazing the power that a hurricane would have. The wind, the water, it just totally amazed me. This was my first hurricane, and I was totally surprised and humbled by the power of God.